Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today is my April 2025 beauty empties. I used up quite a bit this month, you guys. I don't know if you remember, but last month I had to combine, what was it, February and March, because I didn't have quite enough in February, so I did a 2-month one. This month I did not need that help at all. I'm so excited. I went through a bunch of makeup and skincare and all kinds of stuff, and I'm so excited to share them with you and kind of give you some little reviews and what I've repurchased and all that good stuff. So the makeup look I'm wearing is makeup from the new Ioni Glamapalooza line that I recently hauled. It will be up next. Definitely be on the lookout for that coming out next. And of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point, so the closer to $1 the better. And I also do a monthly, mostly monthly, empties video with all my beauty empties and all that good stuff. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, definitely become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And I will have related content linked down below, my empties playlist. I'll have my bargain makeup, get ready with me style videos, all that kind of thing. So after you're done watching this, definitely go binge watch some of my other content. And without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So the first thing I went through were some packs of wipes. So I went through 2 of the Modest brand and 1 of the Yardley. These, of course, you can find at Dollar Tree. I love these. These are a staple of mine if you're new to my channel. $1.25, you get 18 extra large washcloths. I like the Yardley a little bit better than the Modest, but I will take either one. And these are just a staple. I keep them by me when I do my makeup. They're giant. I only need 1. I go through more when I am at work because I keep a pack in work and a pack here. So yeah, I went through 3 this month. But yeah, these will almost always be in my empties videos to some degree because they are a staple item for me. So of course I've already repurchased. Then these here, actually my friend Gigi sent these in a little like a care package. She sent me some makeup and she had 2 of these makeup removing wipes. They're by Precision Beauty. They're pore refining makeup cleansing wipes with tea tree oil. You get 30 wipes. I just keep these in work for like a quick makeup removal when I don't feel like wetting my makeup rag and all that stuff. I'll just get a couple of these. So I'm on my 2nd pack in work. Of course, I won't like repurchase because they're from a brand that I don't really know, and you can just kind of get makeup wipes anywhere. But yeah, so I used up a pack. I've got another pack, and so I used up 4 different packs of wipes this month. And then it's kind of some hair care items. If you've been with me, you know that I have been loving the Color Easy hair dye, boxed hair dye from Dollar Tree. $1.25. I use medium brown. They've got several shades if you don't know. They get black, dark brown, light brown, blonde, auburn. They even have like a cinnamon brown now. This is so good, you guys. I just recently did my roots. This is like my 3rd or 4th, probably 4th or 5th time using this now. I just recently bought 2 backups. Love this hair dye. It comes with gloves and it comes with your developer and your cream color. What more could you want for $1.25? Of course, the shade selection, you know, you're going to get 5 or 6 shades, not 30. But for those of you that just want to dye your hair medium brown or black or blonde, they get you covered. But I really have been enjoying this hair dye. So it is a staple item for me from the Dollar Tree. Then this is another staple item too. I've been using the Nioxin System for over a year now and with really, really great results, you guys. And I used up a conditioner. This is the, I'm actually getting ready to use up a shampoo as well. I used the System number 3 for colored light thinning hair. When I first started, I had the little kit of the smaller bottles. I still have those and I bring those on vacation, but I now buy the full-size bottles. I either buy it at CVS or shampoo and conditioner. You can usually find it either at CVS and use my coupons to get a good deal, or sometimes I'll find them at like Marshall's. So I've already got my backup in my shower of this. Getting ready to use up the shampoo, so it'll be in May's empties. And yeah, this is a staple for me. I also use the Root scalp spray. Usually I have to buy that on Amazon. And so yeah, all 3 of those products are a staple for me. It has given me great results. I used to have a lot of thinning in here and it's made my hair so much thicker. So I love this system. Then I've had this for a while. I've had this since I was blonde, obviously. This is the L'Oreal Magic Root Cover Up Medium Blonde. And it's in medium blonde, but it's to cover your dark roots. And I just had this kind of lingering from when my hair was blonde maybe 3 years ago. It's been a while. But I think I used it on like a wig that I had. there was something, like I had like a rooted wig or something, and I used this to kind of, and I just had a little bit left in it. I was like, I can probably just spray this on here and then be done with it. So this is not something I'll be repurchasing in this shade because I don't have blonde hair, but I do have the Be Pure version, like I think it's medium brown, their Root Touch-Up Spray. I think I also have this in red because I used to have a wig or 3/4 hair piece that was a little bit auburn, and to get my hair to match, I would spray like a red spray on it. So yeah, like I said, I do buy these products from time to time, but now I dye my roots a little bit more frequently because I can do it super easy with this box dye. So have not repurchased this, but I would. This actually does work pretty good if you have dark roots that come in. It's not a complete miracle, but it will blur your roots. It really does help blur the dark root. So I got a few personal care and skincare items, and then I've got a bunch of makeup. I just finished this off last night. This is the Be Pure Gentle Skin Cleanser. It's comparable to Cetaphil, and I find that it is. I don't know if I'll repurchase this necessarily. This was actually gifted to me from Be Pure maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I also have the lotion that goes with it. And I've got so many cleansers that I'm using. I don't know that I'll run out and purchase this, but I did develop I've always had a complicated relationship with the Cetaphil, this, you know, the gentle, it's got the hydrating glycerin. But I kind of developed an appreciation for this. I would use it when, not when I was like after I wore makeup, but like if I washed my face in the morning and I had already washed my face at night, use this on the idea that my face has no makeup on it or anything like that. So I kind of got a new appreciation, and the Be Pure one I found to be every bit as comparable as anything I've ever used from Cetaphil. So I have not repurchased, but I would if I wanted a product like that. Then I went through a Pond's cold cream. I get the fragrance free. Usually I buy 2 at a time at CVS. I've got one that I'm getting ready to use. This is a staple for me. This is how I've been taking off my makeup, probably now for the last year. I like that it's fragrance free. I wish that I could get like a CVS generic of this, but they don't seem to have it. But yeah, it's a staple for me. I get a good deal at CVS, and I usually just put this on. It removes all my makeup, my eye makeup, my lipstick, everything, and then I use like a makeup eraser cloth, take off my makeup. So this has been, I might use like a beauty balm or this or that, the other thing, micellar water. I always come back to cold cream, you guys. Always. I think it's the best way to take off your makeup and most affordable. So love this. It's a staple of mine. Already have a backup. Then this here I really enjoyed. This is the Lucky Super Soft brand Witch Hazel Solution. So I've been using this as a toner. So after I would take off my makeup, in work, I would put this on like a cotton pad and just take off the residue until I could get home and wash my face. And now I'm using the dupe. It's the Global Beauty Care. It's in a spray. It's a dupe for the Bubble brand. And but I really enjoyed this. I really, really did. I would definitely repurchase this again, especially if I don't like the stuff I'm using now better than this. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. And you get an 8-ounce container, you guys. It was very gentle. I had no problems with it. So really, really enjoyed that as a toner. Then this here, so couple of years ago, I bought like a 3-piece set of it had the OKeefes Healthy Hands. It had a body cream, and it had a foot cream. So I finally, of course, the hand cream is long gone, the body cream is long gone, and I finally finished up the Healthy Feet cream. Heal, relieve, and repair dry, cracked feet. Really nice. I would definitely buy this again as a foot cream. I haven't yet, but I really like OKeefes products. I love their working hands. I love their chapstick. OKeefes makes really good products. So I would repurchase this again if I buy another foot cream. I have a couple things I'm trying to use up, so I have not yet, but I would. So like I said, OKeefes makes really nice things. Then I use a razor. I just buy the CVS like 5-blade razors. I get a good deal on them. They work great for me. So, you know, and I try to replace them probably should replace it every month. I probably replace it every 2 months or whenever it just feels like it's starting to irritate. Of course, I always check it for, you know, growth and stuff. But anyway, like I said, these are a staple for me from CVS. And you'll have to forgive me. As you know, I've been struggling from some laryngitis. I'm actually going to be going getting scoped on Wednesday just to make sure I haven't hurt anything. And I'll let you guys know what the turnout of that is, good or bad. But yeah, anyways, so if I sound a little tired, It's because I am. It's because I am. So now makeup. I used up some lashes. So we will go through those first. So a couple of these are Ioni half lashes, as you can tell by the little container. So used up a couple of those. Usually in work, when I use them up, I'll just, at the end of the night, throw them away. And I just have the containers that I hang on to. So I went through 2 pairs of Ioni. Then these were the Ardell magnetic lashes that I tried in a recent video. And I'm just wearing them as regular lashes. So those are in my empties. And then I also had a pair of the LA Colors Dermatolash Wispy. These were in Daydreamer. I finally brought those into work. So of course I go through a lot of lashes in work. Between YouTube and work, I go through a lot of lashes. So I used up 4 pair. Then I used up this little LA Colors Lash Glue. These come in like a 2-pack at Dollar Tree. And I think I've already used one up. I think this was the second one. So used that up. You can see it's pretty much completely empty. I don't know if you can see it real well. But yeah, it kind of started getting a little difficult too. I probably could have gotten like, you know, honestly, I don't think I could have gotten another day out of it. That's pretty used up. So used up one of those. Then I used up a chapstick. I'm surprised there's only one. It's the Top Care brand. This is like my local grocery store brand. And it's got an SPF 15, 12-hour moisture. There's no taste, no smell. My favorite, this is always, between this and the OKeefes, I've always got one or the other. So really love this chapstick. So it's a staple. Today it's like, I feel like it's the day of the staple items. I've used so many staple items up this month. Then this here I bought on an impulse last year at Walgreens, and I used it up. It's the Revolution Pro Blur Stick Bright. It's a universal face primer. So it comes in this like container, and it was like this stick that you turn up and kind of put it on your face. And I wouldn't necessarily run out and repurchase it. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm trying to use up, but it was nice. You know, it wasn't anything super special, but I did use it up. And then this here was sent to me by my Dollar Diva Tina some time ago, and I used it up. It's the Milani Make It Last Floral Scented Setting Spray. And I had that in work and used it up. And I've got some other setting sprays I'm trying to work through as well. Okay, so I went through a couple of eyeliners. So this was the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner. It was one of those skinny pens, and it finally just got too dry for me to use. And then I used up the LA Colors Auto Liner in black. I still have another one of these. There's like a little tip on the end, but it's really too hard to use. So really good to get rid of a couple of eyeliners. Then I used up also another eyeliner. This is the Ioni Liquid Liner. And I never much cared for this. I never really cared for the brush tip. So yeah, I brought it into work and just used it until it got too dry. So I used up that eyeliner as well. And then I used this up. Now I do have another one, plus I have an LA Colors version of this. This is the NYX Jumbo Crayon. This is in the shade Milk. It finally just got too small to sharpen. And I've been working on this for a while. So like I said, I've still got one left, and I have a kind of a dupe from LA Colors that I'm working on. So finally used that up as well. So this is an Ioni brow pencil. I think this was in medium brown. And again, it just kind of got too small to work with, so that is done. Then this here I bought on a recommendation from a Dollar Diva. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink. I think this is in the shade, what was it? I think this is in the shade Wonder. So it was a lipstick that I would wear in work. And it was kind of a shiny lipstick. Really, really pretty. I really, really enjoyed this. And got a lot of use out of it at work. Then I used, so I recently did a declutter, and there were some items that I took out to use and finish up at work. I think this was one of them. This is the NARS Orgasm Illuminator. I bought this several years ago at like TJ Maxx, and I've been mixing it into my foundation and finally used it up. Then this I bought at Sephora a long time ago as well. It's a contour kit from NARS. I don't even think they make it anymore. It's in the shade Paloma, but I had used up the light shade a while ago, and then I was just using the darker shade as a bronzer. That was something I took out when I was doing my declutter, which I will have my entire decluttering series down below in the description box. There's 4 parts to it. But I took this out when I was doing that and was like, let me just take this into work and use it. So finally use that up. Then this here I'd been working on for a while too. It's the New Color BB Cream in Light. Of course, this is now Candy Moyo. It was New Color before it was Candy Moyo, if you don't know. And before that, it was Sassy Chic. But I've been working on this for a while, so I would squirt a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, and then I have a dark Wet n Wild foundation, or a dark, too dark for me foundation, and I would mix them together and create my own custom foundation. So finally used that up. I think from now on, I'm only gonna buy medium in their foundation and BB cream. I've still got foundation and BB cream from Candy Moyo, so, but I was wanting to get rid of that because I knew that this is, I've had this for a while because it is new color. And then the last item, this was actually given to me by my mom. This is the Laura Geller Filter Fix Baked Correcting Setting Powder. This was in Universal Apricot. And what I really liked about it, I cut it so I could get the product out. What I really liked about it is so it had this little like net in the middle. So when you would, and then this thing here, so when you would tip it over and go like that, you could just put your brush on the net and get product. And the apricot was really, really nice. So I used this up. And what I'm doing now in place of this, I've got this pink setting powder, and then I've got an LA Colors loose powder in like a light shade. I'm mixing that with the pink, and it makes an apricot. I've really come to like an apricot powder. So, but this was really nice. I have not repurchased, although it was a beautiful powder, but I would definitely splurge on a powder from this brand. It was really, really nice. So really, really enjoyed it. So definitely comment down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think. What are you using up this month, or what are you trying to use up? What have you had for a while that you're wanting to kind of use up and get out of the rotation? Definitely let me know down below in the comments section. You know I enjoy talking to you all. Description box for any videos that I mentioned, as well as my other Empties videos, as well as my Empties videos playlist. That way you can binge watch more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.